evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for our main event of the evening. Scheduled for 15 rounds of heavyweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Muhammad Ali's on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence. Patterson's coming down to the ring right now. Not seeing much personality out of this ring walk.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Teddy, talk to me about this matchup from a defensive side of the game when you have two speedy fighters matching up.
Well, you know what? I'm going to whisper in my guy's ear a little bit. I'm going to say, you know what? Use his speed against him. Step out a little bit. Let him shadow box a little bit. There's nobody there. And when he misses, step right back in. Make him pay.
And he ties up on the inside. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot.
Come on, keep working the body. Keep working the body.
Patterson's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. Halfway through this round here.
Keep working the body.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Muhammad Ali's left working well that time. Nice block by Muhammad Ali. Ali's showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab. Unable to make an impact there by Patterson.
Stay away from those.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Nice. Scored well with the hook. Not able to land the headshot. Rock'em sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Boy, he was hurt, but now he's gathered himself a bit. Solid straight right hand. The end of the round is upon us. And now this fighter will hear some attaboys from his corner. He just got to his man good.
He did, and he's feeling real good now, having that kind of round. But he also has to hear something else from his corner. Don't forget how you got to that point. Don't get intoxicated. Don't get drunk by the success of that one punch.
You gotta let your hands go, champ. You hear me? You have to. You have to be busy out there. This guy's beating you. Now, if you throw 3 or 4 punches in a row, you can turn this thing around. But you have to.
So a new round is underway here, but will it be just where we left off? Remember, the bell rang in that last round to keep this fight going. He was taking a beating.
Yeah, well, I hope that he watched some Houdini movies. I really do, because he's going to have to do a Houdini to get out of this.
Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Patterson. He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Muhammad Ali. He clinches when he gets to the inside. A headshot blocked. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Listen, everybody likes to see a great knockout shot to the chin, but truth be told, at this stage of a fight, the foundation for winning comes by going downstairs.
It's just like the old timers would say, Joe, you kill the body, the head will follow.
Effective work with that flush overhand right. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Patterson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Halfway through round number 2. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, and he goes down for the first time tonight. I don't know what Muhammad Ali has left, but I do know this. He's getting up, and he's going to find out. Scored well with that right hand to the body. Scores up top with a left. Solid hook upstairs. Oh, that's a big hook right there. Final 10 seconds of round number 2.
There you go. There you go.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. And we come to the end of round number 2. Patterson's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using legal things right now, because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
Busy this round, all right? He caught you with your hands down. Let's act smart and not get caught. Box.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, you know, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Patterson. Blocks that belt line well. How about that left hand? And he engages in the clinch. Not able to connect with the uppercut. A little head hunting with the right. Clinching his opponent. Nobody likes to see that.
Left and right.
Many famous fighters, especially heavyweight champions, are known for their signature punch, like Rocky Marciano and his Suzy Q. But for Muhammad Ali, he's known for his signature shuffling of the feet, the Ali shuffle.
Yes, he is. And, you know, it makes me think a little bit, sort of like if you were going to buy a real fancy car. You know, when somebody wants to sell you something, wants you to believe in them, they give you something first, maybe a band or entertainment, and then they take you into the showroom. And, you know, now you're ready to see the car. Well, that's what that is. That's the band. That's the entertainment. And then the show is about to begin. And it's an unbelievable show with those quick hands and those combinations.
Pace yourself.
Oh, what a whiff by Patterson.
Come on, kid, focus. All right, let's do it.
He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance.
Pace yourself.
Last 10 seconds. Good accuracy with that uppercut. And this round comes to an end.
I need you to keep busy, all right? I need more than one punch now. You got any more of these?
All right, we need to pull ahead right here. This fight is way too close, and I need you to double up on the jab and follow up with 2 or 3 more punches. You need to cover up. Okay?
Start of round number 4, but an interesting fight so far. Patterson's losing this fight 1 rounds to 2, but keep in mind, the 1 round that he won, he scored a knockdown.
Yeah, well, in golf, they say you have to have a short memory. In boxing, sometimes a long memory. He must remember he can hurt him. He can get back in this.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Look at Muhammad Ali and his ability to avoid punches here. He's got it every which way. He's slick, he's smooth, he blocks and parries. Good defense. Really good job by Ali. Oh, that's a good hook to the body. Patterson's fatigue is starting to play a major factor in this fight now. He is having trouble landing any of these punches.
Yeah, and it's not because his opponent all of a sudden is a great defensive whiz. You know, he's not Claude Rains. He didn't all of a sudden become the invisible man. It's just that he's not landing because he's throwing him from too far away, as you said, very tired.
Well, obviously what his opponent has done here is the reason that cut is in the shape that it's in. So if you're him, just keep doing what you're doing. And bang, and away he goes. And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ali's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. Patterson's punch didn't come close. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Good way to protect the midsection. Really frustrating his opponent now. Ali's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Patterson shocked right there. He's all shooked up after being hit hard. Both men have gotten to each other.
2 and 3.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And round 4 comes to an end. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Okay now. Okay. You're good. You're good. Deep breath now. Now you're leaving yourself open now. Throwing your...
I don't know that there's any hope here as we start this new round. He's been knocked down numerous times already tonight, including the last round.
And I'm sure on that fateful night with Corrales and Castillo, when Corrales had already been on the floor 2 times, his mouthpiece was out, it looked like it was over. I'm sure nobody thought that it was only beginning, and it was. Corrales came back and scored a knockout.
That hook was well off the mark. Wow, what a right hand from Muhammad Ali.
Punch! Punch!
He just missed that shot up top.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
Halfway into round number 5 here. Ali's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way.
Uppercut!
Well, earlier we saw they got hit hard and went down. Now, he's not even willing to put himself in a position where that can happen again. He's so cautious. He's so defensive.
And listen, you need that defensive instinct. You need that mindset, because if you just walk in there without any thought of that, without any fear, you're going to get caught with everything. But now it's too much in control. He has to understand, I can still throw, make a little adjustment, throw at the right time, and not get caught. He has to get back into that kind of set.
Go! Go!
Well off the mark by Patterson. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Muhammad Ali. This round is in the books, and it looks like the gas tank on this fighter may be heading towards empty here. What is this, a case of guys just not putting in the road work and the conditioning prior to a fight?
No, you got to figure he came in. His weight was good. Scales don't lie. We looked at the weight. He came in pretty good condition. I think what it is now he's starting to get broken down a little bit, physically and mentally. The other guy is starting to impose himself on him.
I need another round just like that, all right? You're doing fantastic. Just keep up the good work. Oh, you're looking good, just like in the gym. Keep it up. Keep those hands.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Not much action as he just ties up. Able to dismiss that body shot. Patterson's missing punches here. Now the good news is he's throwing punches, but Teddy needs to be more accurate.
Okay, I give you the bad news.
Please.
He's throwing him to the wrong place. He's throwing him upstairs. He should throw him downstairs. This guy's moving his head. You go downstairs, you take away that head movement. Then you find him upstairs.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Halfway through round 6.
Pace yourself. Just like that. Just like that.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Turn that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect.
Let's see some defense. Come on, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right now. I need you to move this round, all right? Now move. Now he's coming in, swing. Now he thinks you're still hurting. He's going to look to finish you off.
I want the combinations. You landed one shot, but I need to see 3, 4 punches now, all right? This fight. Here you go.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. You can see he's trying to score up top, but Patterson's tagged by a right hand. Did you see that? Remember earlier he was on the canvas. Now he's looking looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Patterson's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you'd give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Ali's putting on a show here, defensively putting on a show.
And it's helping his offense because, you know, he's creating holes. He's creating opportunities, holes that he's filling as he makes his opponent miss.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Patterson.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Good right hand.
Let's go.
Love what I see, baby.
We count down the final moments of this round. And that's the end of round 7.
Working behind the jab, okay? Work that jab, then right hook to the body, then left hook to the head, right? Body, head. Nice work. Keep it up.
Okay, listen. He's going to come forward this round. Keep that jab moving. Keep him away from him, all right? I need you to keep...
Teddy's scorecard has him trailing by a significant margin here as we start round number 8. Is there any hope that he can get back into this fight? He doesn't look like a guy that can.
There's always hope, Joe. I mean, that's what this business is about. It's about finding ways, about overcoming. Right now, he needs to ask himself the question, am I in or am I out?
Could this be the start of a big comeback? He went from owning this fight to now nearly down and out.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time. That was at the right time.
Left, right, left,
And he's
right,
holding.
baby.
Wow! Ali's down and he may be out.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
A solid uppercut by Muhammad Ali. Ali's defense clearly carrying things right now for him. but what else should he be conscious of beyond just this good footwork we're seeing?
Well, the old
Patterson, stun, wow, both solid. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
One, two, three, four, five.
Patterson's now getting back up off the canvas.
Looking good.
You're not focusing. You're not focusing.
And he just holds on there.
He's working the jab. Good, good.
Missed that uppercut. Ali's really doing a fine job here, Teddy. And I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will o' the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
You a wide punch, and he caught you. So tighten up your punches, all right? Tighten them up.
All right, how you doing? Nice and calm? Nice and calm, right? How you feeling? He's counterpunching. You need to be aware of that, okay? Watch for the counter. You can't let this guy throw first. He can't be first.
Start of a new round, and I give credit to his corner. Patterson's quartermen did a really good job after a round in which their fighter was knocked down of just being calm and cool.
The way they're supposed to be. You know, we always talk about the fighter having to be calm and the experience that a fighter has. Well, that corner has plenty of experience. They just showed it.
Focus. Focus. Come on, punch, punch, punch. That's it.
Good block by Muhammad Ali.
Hey, get out of there. You gotta see that coming, champ. Let's go. You gotta see.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it.
You got this one.
.90 seconds into the 9th round.
Jump on him. Nice.
Nice block by Patterson. Patterson's giving me a sense that he really doesn't want to have the fight the way it was. He was stunned earlier, and now just so much more defense we're seeing out of him.
Well, right now, what I think he has to do is try to get an Oscar. Get that award that those great actors get and not show that he's defensive right now. Because if he shows that too much, his opponent is going to know what he has to do to take advantage.
Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9.
Now you're closing the gap. Good round. Good round. And what you got to do is you got to keep it up, all right? I mean, you can't give up nothing, okay? Don't give him anything. Keep the punches coming. Combinations. Bang.
Do you want this fight? You want this fight? Listen to me. Do you want this fight? You gotta stay.
And now they start round number 10. Patterson's coming off a very determined 3 moments. That was quite impressive. In fact, I think he's got a chance to get right back in this fight, Teddy.
Well, Joe, I tell you what, I'll go one step better. He's right back in this fight. All he has to do is keep that attitude and keep that same kind of rhythm he had the last round.
Nice. That's it.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Now hugging on the inside. Ali's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Back to the body.
Just hugging there.
Get him up.
Hey. Let's go out there now. Come on now. Let me see. Pop the jab. Use the jab. Use the
Halfway
jab.
through round 10.
Keep working the body.
Now he ties up there. Ali's throwing lots of punches and not many are landing. But what's that old saying? Hey, you put enough out there, something's going to stick.
Well, at least he's controlling the rhythm. He's keeping control of the pace right now. And at least when you're throwing, your opponent, for the most part, he's being handcuffed a little bit.
Go. Left and right. Left and right. Come on, baby.
You see, he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot.
Move.
Yeah, that's it.
Patterson's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch.
Back to the body.
And that does it for this round.
Losing this fight. I need you to take some chances now. You gotta take some chances with this guy, all right? You got to. You have to take a risk. Okay, listen. You can throw him up.
Okay, that was a round. Now listen, it's great. You need to establish that jab, okay? When you get close, I need you to chop that power hand, okay? Nice work. He's hurt. I need you to jump on him.
Ali's up on Teddy's scorecard at the start of round number 11 here, but Teddy, he has to be very careful. This fight is far from over.
No, in boxing terms, believe me, there's a year left. There's plenty of time left to land a punch or land punches.
He missed with that headshot. see him holding on. Halfway through this 11th round. Nice block by Muhammad Ali. Able to cover up that gut. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Let's go, hit him. 10 seconds to go in this round. And that's the end of round 11. Ali's well-conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. And just grabbing onto his opponent.
He's tied. He's tied.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Unload right now. More punches, baby. Punches and bunches. Let's see it. Let the fist go. Let him go.
Muhammad Ali's hurt by a big shot.
Okay.
Patterson's showing some real guts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
That's a good left hand by Patterson.
There you go. There you go.
Right. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Hey, keep your hands up. Punch your way off the rope. Come on, man. Uppercut. Uppercut is wide open. Uppercut, baby. Come on. Shot.
final 10 seconds.
You gotta breathe. You got to breathe. All right? How you feeling out there? You know you're not winning this fight, okay? You're not winning. He's beating you. I need you to throw more than one punch out there, okay?
All right, breathe. Deep breath. Deep breath. Get some water in. You're good. You all right? You okay, right?
Start of a fresh round, but I'll tell you this, Teddy. I don't know that we're going to see the end of this round the way he was damaged.
No, I would be surprised. I don't know that he could continue or that the referee would allow him to.
Nice work, nice work.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Ali's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Back to the body.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Blocks it away.
Nice work, nice work.
Come on, kid. Focus now. I need you to focus.
Oh, you're doing great. Let me see those covers.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
You're still not moving enough. Come on now. Move. Move. Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on now. Jab. Pop the jab. Use the jab. Use the jab.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Guard your head. Left and right. Left and right. Come on, baby.
Way to block there. 10 clicks of the talk. Patterson's got a moment to gather himself here between rounds, but come that bell ringing, he has to go out there and change this fight. He is trailing badly, and there's not much fight left.
You just can't move around. You gotta move with your hands in there. Let them things go. Keep it simple, all right? Keep it simple. Just keep it simple. You're making this harder than it has to be.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been.
Looking good.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Well placed, straight right hand. Ali's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Patterson.
Let the fist go. Let him go.
Halfway through this round, able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Not able to land the headshot. Patterson's legs look shaky. And there you go. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
It's over. This fight is over. Ali's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner. It's late in the fight, and it looked like we were going to get a decision out of this. Muhammad Ali's power makes it a knockout.
Reminiscent of some of the great late knockout fights in the history of this sport.
Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time ringside.